Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu. Gets by him at the 25. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw is Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The ball comes out, and the Ravens have got it. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the 1st fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack-up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now an end around as Cousins had just popped this forward. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second down and goal. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, so they get low the line. They did their job. It's the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Throwing, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Greg Joseph, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Rolling to his right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. The 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Once more, Edwards. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run it again with Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and a couple, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 42 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for... Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator, he's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 79 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that's one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Pulls it in at the 13.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Hard-fought game through 4 quarters, gets us into overtime, and then you can't even catch your breath and realize